Have you ever wondered why two people can start from the exact same place, face the same challenges, receive the same opportunities, and yet end up living completely different lives? Why does one person turn every obstacle into an opportunity, while another gives up after the very first failure? Is it talent? Is it luck? Is it intelligence? Or is there something much more powerful that determines our future? The answer is simple. It's your mindset. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful ideas that can completely transform your life: the growth mindset. This isn't just another motivational concept. It's a way of thinking that has helped athletes become champions, students become top achievers, entrepreneurs build billion-dollar companies, and ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things. So, if you've ever doubted yourself, if you've ever felt like you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or simply not good enough, then stay with me until the end of this speech, because by the time you finish listening, you may never look at failure or yourself the same way again. Let's begin with a simple question. What do you believe about yourself? Do you think your abilities are fixed? Do you believe that you're either born talented or you're not? Many people live their entire lives believing exactly that. They think, I'm just not good at math. I'm not a confident speaker. I'm not creative. I'll never become successful. And after repeating these thoughts for years, they start believing them as facts. But here's the truth. Those aren't facts. They're just beliefs, and beliefs can change. A growth mindset is the belief that your intelligence, skills, and abilities can improve through learning, consistent effort, practice, and persistence. It means understanding that you are not defined by where you are today. You are defined by your willingness to grow. Imagine two students walking into the same classroom. They attend the same lectures. They study from the same books. They take the same exam. A week later, the results are announced. Both students fail. The first student looks at the result and says, I knew it. I'm just not smart enough. He closes his books, stops studying, avoids challenges. Months later, nothing has changed. Now look at the second student. He also failed, but instead of asking, why am I so bad? He asks, what can I learn from this? He reviews his mistakes. He changes his study strategy. He asks teachers for help. He practices every single day. A few months later, he passes. Then he excels. Years later, people call him talented, but they never saw the countless hours of learning, failing, improving, and trying again. The difference wasn't intelligence. The difference was mindset. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing failure with identity. They fail once and suddenly they believe they are failures, but failure is an event. It is not who you are. Think about it. If a baby gave up after falling while learning to walk, none of us would ever learn to walk. Every child falls hundreds of times, yet they never think, maybe walking isn't for me. They simply stand up and try again. Somewhere along the journey of growing up, we forget this lesson. We become afraid of making mistakes, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of failing. But every successful person you admire has failed more times than most people have even tried. Failure isn't proof that you should quit. It's proof that you're learning. It's proof that you're growing. And most importantly, it's proof that you're moving forward. There's one small word that has the power to change your entire life. That word is yet. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can't do this yet. Instead of saying, I'm not confident, say, I'm not confident yet. Instead of saying, I'll never succeed, say, I haven't succeeded yet. That single word changes your perspective. It reminds your brain that today's limitations are not permanent. Every expert was once a beginner. Every champion was once unknown. Every master was once a student. Growth always begins with believing that improvement is possible. People often look at successful individuals and say, they're lucky, they're gifted, they're naturally talented. But what they don't see are the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the repeated failures. the moments when nobody believed in them. Success is rarely created in one big moment. It's built in small daily decisions. Reading 10 pages instead of scrolling endlessly, practicing one more hour, learning one new skill, improving just 1% every day. Those tiny improvements seem invisible at first, but over months and years, they create extraordinary results. That's the true power of a growth mindset. But here's something most people never realize. Your biggest competition isn't the person sitting next to you. It isn't the smartest student in your class. It isn't the richest entrepreneur in your city. It isn't the most successful person you see on social media. Your biggest competition is the person you were yesterday. Every morning you wake up with two choices. You can repeat yesterday's habits, repeat yesterday's excuses, repeat yesterday's fears, and stay exactly where you are. Or you can become just a little bit better than you were yesterday. Not 10 times better, not perfect, just one step better. Because success is never built in one giant leap. It's built through thousands of tiny steps that most people never notice. The truth is, people celebrate the destination, but they rarely see the journey. They see the trophy, but they never see the years of training. They see the success, but they never see the failures. They see the confidence, but they never see the moments of self-doubt. Behind every successful person is a story filled with setbacks, sacrifices, disappointments, and countless moments when quitting seemed easier than continuing. The difference is they kept going, even when progress felt slow, even when nobody believed in them, even when they couldn't see the finish line. Because they understood something that most people never do. Small progress is still progress. Imagine planting a tiny seed into the ground. The next day, nothing happens. A week later, still nothing. A month later, the soil looks exactly the same. If you judge the seed by what you could see, you would believe that nothing is growing. But beneath the surface, the roots are expanding. The foundation is becoming stronger. The seed is preparing itself for the moment when it finally breaks through the ground. Your life works exactly the same way. Sometimes you're growing in ways you can't even see. Every book you read, every lesson you learn, every mistake you survive, every challenge you overcome is building roots beneath the surface. One day people will call your success overnight, but you'll know it took years. Because real growth is invisible before it becomes visible. That's why you should never quit just because you can't see immediate results. Remember, the bamboo tree spends years growing underground before it shoots up into the sky. People only notice its height. They never notice the years spent building its foundation. Your foundation matters. Never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Everyone has a different journey. Everyone has a different timeline. Your only responsibility is to keep moving forward. Another habit that separates successful people from everyone else is the way they respond to criticism. Most people fear criticism. They avoid feedback because it hurts their ego. But people with a growth mindset understand something powerful. Feedback isn't an attack. It's information. Every piece of constructive criticism gives you an opportunity to improve. Instead of becoming defensive, become curious. Instead of asking, why are they criticizing me? Ask, what can I learn from this? That single question can accelerate your growth more than years of comfort ever could. Growth begins the moment your ego stops getting in the way of learning. The most dangerous sentence anyone can ever say is, I already know. The moment you believe you know everything, you stop growing. The moment you stop learning, you stop improving. Stay humble enough to remain a student, no matter how successful you become, because life will always have something new to teach you. Never let your current knowledge become the limit of your future potential. Another thing you must understand is that fear will always exist. There is no successful person who has never been afraid. Fear is normal. Fear is human. The goal is not to eliminate fear. The goal is to stop letting fear control your decisions. There will always be reasons to wait. The timing won't feel perfect. The conditions won't be ideal. People won't always support your dreams. But if you keep waiting until you feel completely ready, you may spend your entire life waiting. Growth begins the moment you take action despite uncertainty. Confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes because of action. Every time you do something difficult, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Every challenge you overcome changes the way you see yourself. Slowly, your identity begins to change. You stop saying, "I hope I can," and you begin saying, "I know I'll figure it out." That is the power of a growth mindset. It doesn't promise an easy journey. It promises that every challenge has the potential to make you stronger. Every mistake has something to teach you. Every setback has the power to prepare you for a comeback. Never be afraid of starting late. Never be afraid of starting small. The only thing you should fear is spending your entire life wondering what could have happened if you had simply believed in yourself and kept moving forward. Every single day is another opportunity, another lesson, another chance to improve, another chance to become the person you've always wanted to be. The future isn't created in one extraordinary moment. It's created by the ordinary decisions you make every single day. Choose growth. Choose learning, choose persistence, and one day you'll look back and realize that the person you dreamed of becoming was built one small decision at a time.